Welcome back to The Road Show. This morning in The Buzz, are you one of the millions who just went out and bought the new iPad? Mobile technology is growing, and apparently it's increasing our appetite for news. According to the Pew Research Center, more than a quarter of internet-connected Americans now follow news on mobile devices such as smartphones, tablets, or e-readers. The figure shows those users track news on a much more frequent and consistent basis than any other news consumer. So do you guys, if on your smartphones, on any of your phones, on your tablets?
Constantly.
I think we are all we're all in this age now. We want everything instantly. And it kind of doesn't matter what it is. Can you get an app as soon as you can? Can you get a message to someone as soon as you can? Can you find out what's the latest on, pregnant Snooki if you want, or something, other things that are happening in actual news, say it like that. But I just think it's those instant updates where you can, like I said, you can click your app, you can click the browser on your phone, you can have all these instantaneous updates feeding through to you, and we just crave that.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I'll be at home sometimes, and you have your iPad right here, and the thing will beep, and it'll have like breaking news come across from either our Channel 12 app or CNN or something like that, and you can push one button, boop, scroll down, and
see the entire thing.
See the entire story. So
and
it makes it very easy.
You feel like you're out of it. And
you feel like you do feel like you're out of it, like you're missing out on something that maybe the rest of the world already knows. You don't want to be left out in the cold.
I like it because of the speed. I think when I used to have more printed paper, you'd really have to flip over the pages, which is nice for maybe a Sunday. But if I'm getting ready at 4 in the morning and I want to see what the top headlines are, I want to flip through, get the gist of it, go to the next site.
Right.
You see something completely different. And I think that's why we like it so much, because it's fast. You get the information right away, but you can also peruse it and peruse different topics quickly.
And like you said, you can be on the go while you're doing it. So that's what's so convenient about the smartphones, the e-readers, the tablets. You don't have your even your laptop, that sometimes gets bulky if you're running around, your hands are full, you got your kids, you got your food, you got your, whatever the heck that you're doing. It's the conveniency. I mean, sometimes you look at the tablet, and that's even smaller. You get your smartphone, and that's in your hand all the time.
All the time.
I mean, when do you not have your cell phone in this day and age?
Well, talk about convenient. Think about comfortable, too. I mean, when you're generally at a computer or a laptop, it's because you're working and you're sitting and, you don't really have the free time to do this. However, if you're on your phone or your tablet, you can be chilling out on a couch like right here, or even in bed. I know some people, before they even get out of bed, they're looking on their phone.
Yeah. There are some times at home where, we're all connected to these, like, the news alert, the breaking news, where I'll be sitting there and I'll hear, and it's binging all over the house because everything's connected to the same, the same thing. So you rush, you get up, you're scrolling through to see what, maybe, breaking news that you may have missed.
How about even video news? I mean, that's something else that with the different apps or even just the different websites, you can now watch videos on this. Aside from, I know Kindles and everything now are able to somewhat do it as well. But before, the old tablets really were just that you could flip. And now you can see other media kind of news.
And even with the social media, you look at the numbers of people that are on the Facebooks, the Twitters, any other type of social media, but they're also posting news stories as well. So when you look at that major feed of who's doing what, and you see some updates of statuses and things, but then you also see postings from people of local events, things that are happening in the news, tragedies, everything. It's all there on one screen.
Is this sad, though? Is it sad to know?
Well, everybody wants to be connected, I mean, the other great thing that I do love is that you're able to stream, like you can stream our newscast, you can stream the Road Show right now. So, I mean, these are all things that, keep everybody connected.
I have to say, too, I think I have definitely, since having the smartphones and the tablets and everything, I've divulged more into news than I would have because, like we said, it's instant, and the same thing too. When you get your local newspaper, you're only getting a small fraction of the things that you can.
You can get more in depth with it. Yeah, I'll read like.
And I've never been good at folding that thing up. You get it, and it's so big, and it's like origami.
But it's so neatly packed, and then once you read it, you try and fold it back up, and then it becomes about this thick.
It's not the same.
How did they even do it?
It's not the same.
No. Well, I'm sure a lot of our online friends, it's Facebook and Twitter, are weighing in with especially this topic today. Mary?
Of course. Well, Jane Felix says, I periodically check the news throughout the day on my phone, but also watch the news in the morning while my daughter is getting ready for school, as well as in the evening to see what's going on.
Yeah, news going all over the place.
Bill Bowden said on Facebook that he's actually reading this question from his iPad. So.
Way to go, Bill.
He's connected.
And Donna Mitchell tells us on Facebook that she watches the news on TV in the morning and at night. She does check in on her iPad every once in a while, but loves to read the paper. She says it's old-fashioned, but great with coffee.
Very
You know,
true,
so
very
many people love
relaxing.
it that way, yeah.
As long as you can fold it.
Yeah, as long as you can fold it back up again.